YouTube Nation, Maven TV, aka Me TV, aka every action has a consequence, and these developers and companies are starting to learn this now. All right, now y'all know how we do. It's the weekend. Before I get started, thank you for watching the show. You know I do this every week, but I have to say this week, I want to thank every one of you for sending me all types of information. I was too busy focusing on Fox and with life and everything. I just didn't have time to dig deep this week and get information. So you guys sent me all the information this week. All right, yes, you did. So you were the MVPs of this show today. All right. Just letting you know that. Let's get started today because we got a lot to get into. All right, we have a lot to get into. Oh my God, let's just start off with the dumbest shit. Look, Sony's next console in development. Development work is underway. Company says this is the PS4. All right, it's been confirmed. Yeah. Now let's get into this. It says for the home console, the PS3 still has a product life, but this is a platform business. So for the future platform, when we will introduce the product, I cannot discuss. It says, but development work is underway, so the costs are incurred there. PS4 confirmed. Now, Sony, let me ask you something before we get any further. What the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously, what can the PS4 offer us that the PS3 doesn't already do? Seriously, you've already made a standard, which is Blu-ray. All right, we get online. Don't tell me that it's about graphics this time, because we got enough graphics, all right? If it's processing power, you can always make a small hub that attach to the PS3. So that's not the, that's not the answer. What can you offer us? Because people are so excited about this since the news is broke. What can you offer us with the PS4 that the PS3 doesn't already do? Seriously, I don't understand this. I mean, the PS3 hasn't even hit its potential yet when it comes to the ceiling. It's not even close to it. So I understand this is a couple years away, but come on, man. Seriously, what can you tell me right now, since you have confirmed this and people are happy, what can you tell me right now that makes the PS4 different than the PS3 that makes me say, I gotta go out and go get a PS4? Seriously, because I'm telling you, people are pissed off about this. If you haven't read, the comments in the previous week's videos, people aren't happy about this. They're getting tired of buying consoles. They're getting tired of it, all right? So don't sit here and just throw graphics at us and say it's next gen like you did this year, all right? There's only a couple games that really were truly innovative, all right? Even though it's been a great generation, you guys have really fucked this up. And because, I mean, seriously, the PSN is working now, but the store is still down. The store is still down. And I'm going to get on that real quick, all right? Because Xbox Live Marketplace issues are blamed on internal error, all right? Now, I want to say this because I know a lot of you guys, knew already, Xbox, because there's an update. The Xbox Live Marketplace is back up. Yes, it's back up, all right? But let's get into the original story of this. It says, in the midst of all the issues Sony has had with the PlayStation Network, the PlayStation Store remains down more than a month after it was taken offline along with the PSN itself. It says, Microsoft is having problems with the Xbox Live Marketplace today. It says, Microsoft says this isn't the result of an attack on its system, all right, but an internal operation error. Now, Xbox Live users were kind of pissed off, and it was funny because they had the thing here where when you try to go into the marketplace, there was an avatar like this. Like, my bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's hilarious, like, it just goes to show you that they can't even keep everything up consistently, all right? These companies, they're so quick to throw consoles at you, but they can't keep the shit working. Red lighted death, yellow lighted death, marketplaces being down, PSN being down, hacked or not, it's breach of security. They're not ready to deal with this yet. They're not ready, and yet they want to keep throwing this shit at you. It's ridiculous, all right? But let's get on developers right now. Because EA, Electronic Arts, has said, we failed well in this generation. Now, this is a big thing, and I have to agree. But I have to get on this real quick because it says, we are facing a world going through unbelievable change with the rise of smartphones, social networks, and more recently, the iPad, all right? It says, each of which has turned out to be a platform where gaming is the #1 application. Okay, that's fine. It says, we knew it would be hard, but we had no idea how hard. Okay, now it says, we had to do these 3 hard things when the presses and the financial analysts told us we were crazy. Understand this, that the cutting was great, but the investment in digital was not a good idea. Understand that, guys. So they knew ahead of time going digital was going to hurt them. Okay? It says, it proved very hard to hear the negative drumbeat while tackling very hard challenges at work. All right? So meaning, they knew they didn't want to hear the negative bullshit because they had their own head up their ass and still proceeded. Okay? It says, I lost a few friends in the process. Smart, creative people who just couldn't stomach the transition. I wish I could tell you that it has all paid off, like Truman, Jobs, and Chambers. We have been fully vindicated. Not yet. Yes, we have had a few wins, but there is much more to do. I would argue we failed well. We are students of our own failure. What did I tell you guys about that before? All right? What did I tell you? A couple videos ago, what did I say? We are the architects of our own destruction. He says we're students of our own failure. It's the same thing. All right? Now, with that being said, let me say this now. They knew that this was a problem. They knew they were going to have a hard problem, and yet they didn't listen. This guy lost friends, all right? Employees fired, friends leaving, and yet you are still, knowing that this is a problem, you're still going all digital. You haven't learned anything. You have not learned anything from your situation. So if you fail this gen, you'll fail next gen. That's how it comes down, all right? And it's funny because you want to sit here and say that there's money cost and you cut employees, but you just admitted that you're going to spend $100 million in advertising for Battlefield 3, and in the same breath announced that Battlefield 4 will be coming out. So it's already out of date. EA, stop. You're setting yourself up to fail. You're setting yourself up to fall. Why are you doing this? This makes no sense. Online pet, stop. I have to get on more developers, all right? Just want you to know, as developers say, gamers, now there's developers coming out saying gamers don't want their handheld anymore. They don't want to have any hand-holding games anymore, all right? And we've seen this in the process because what happened? All right, we saw it with the simplicity. EA had the same problem last year with Madden, did they not? We're going to make it faster. We're going to make it simpler for you. This is the problem. That was exactly the problem. So it says, all right, video game producer Jonas Lasko says, I think games in general used to be a little bit simpler, but also a little bit more demanding, Lasko said. I'm not sure if consumers actually want all of this hand-holding we're offering them now. It says, I think that studios really have to find a balance between offering more spectacle and higher production values, but I think maybe as an industry, we've gone too far in that direction. We've been saying this for years, all right? Stop worrying about graphics so much. Stop trying to worry about presentation and making these big blockbuster movies, and give us something we can get our hands on that would make us play for long times and long periods, which would shut down more. I'm telling you now, it would, if we had a game with more quality, you wouldn't see many of it used. Why don't you understand? But it seems like it takes these guys to come out and say something when we've been saying this for how long, all right? But it says, for all spectacle, and it says it's for all spectacle and too little gameplay, and the games become disposable experiences instead of games which you keep playing for years and years. That's what it says. We've been saying this for a while. Why did it take this guy to come out and say it is beyond me? It goes to show you that they don't listen to us. They don't. It doesn't until that light bulb pops up in their heads and they want to take credit for it. That's when something will happen. All right. Anyways, we'll keep going because more developer news. Valve is discussing charging customers based on popularity. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're joking. I don't know if this is trolling. I don't know what it is, all right? But this is what it says. It says, so, in practice, a really likable person in our community should get a DOTA 2 for free because of past behavior in Team Fortress 2, Noire added. Now, a real jerk that annoys everyone, they can still play, but a game is full price, and they have to pay an extra $100 if they want voice. That's what it says. So I guess he means voice chat. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. All right. So what you're saying is, if you're competent and you're friendly or whatever, then they'll get free games, and you're going to go by based on a rating system. Now, look, let me tell you something. That's not going to work. All right, because unless you have a moderator in each game, it's not going to work due to the fact that everyone is going to be boosting their rep. People are going to be worried. People are already worried about what? Rep scores and and trophies. Now you're just giving them something else to complain about. All right? Now you're giving them every time there's a game, someone's going to say, please boost me up. Please boost me up. They're going to get groups together. Please boost my rep up so I can get free games. This is not going to work. You have to think outside the box on this one. It's just way too much detail to get into. You're putting you're throwing a new situation in for gamers that will just tear it from the inside out. All right? That doesn't even make any sense to me, man. It really doesn't. Now look, in more developer news, Far Cry 2 developer trashes LA Noire. Yeah, Far Cry 2 out of all people, right? All people. Look. It goes on to say that they find LA Noire derivative, and uninspiring. Look, if you have a problem with a game, make a better one. Make a better one and show them and put it in their face. Don't come out and start bitching and moaning about it. Seriously, that's the wrong thing to do. See, this is what happens when companies, they don't know what the hell to do. They've admitted they failed. They want to keep throwing stuff at us. Now they're saying, well, you know what? Maybe we're making the games too easy. And it takes all this stuff now to come out when the gamers have been saying this for years. It's ridiculous. Stop finger pointing and saying this is bad, and do something about it. I mean, see, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? But there's more developer news. All right? World of Warcraft, because this is a big problem. World of Warcraft is rolling out premium content on top of what you pay already monthly. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, all right? Dirt 3 Online Pass, all right? Now, we noticed, I have to say this, Mortal Kombat, for those who know, because PlayStation Store is down, no one could activate their Online Pass, whether you bought it new or used. We know this, all right? So, what happened? MK, they lifted the Online Pass. It's that easy. They can lift it. That easy, all right? Dirt Online 3 Pass, can't do that. Apparently, there's some problem with the coding. With the coding of the game. They said that they'll have to patch the game before you can even lift the online pass for some reason, the way they set it up. All right, now, this is what I say. They say that either we can patch the game or we can wait for the PlayStation Store to come back up. They said there's a better chance that the PlayStation Store will be up first before they can put out a patch. All right, first off, here's the question. Why the fuck do you have it anyway? See, when you're able to lift online passes and patches and things of that nature, there's no excuse. This is what we used to get for free. Now they want you to pay for it. This is ridiculous. And now it's going further. It's going further now than just the pass, because the way Codemasters has Dirt 3 Online's pass set up. This is what happens. It's an 8-digit code that you have to enter at Codemasters' website to get the 12-digit code to enter in the PlayStation Store. It says yes, it's awesome for them, but they get extra hits and ad exposure from their customers who want to play the online game that they bought. Yes. All right. So now you have to go to their website, give them hits and ad exposure so that you can get your code to put in the PlayStation Store. You see what I'm saying? So it still benefits them. This is ridiculous. This is come on. By the way, Dirt 3, you still ain't beating GT5. I'm just saying. Anyways, Resistance pre-order bonuses. Resistance 3 pre-order bonuses all over the place. All right, makes no sense. Forza pre-order bonuses. There's like 4 of them. You only get 1 car on one of them. This is ridiculous. Like, MK pre-order bonuses are now coming as a DLC bundle. Yeah. All right. So anyone who wants to pre-order that stuff, didn't matter now. See, I still have more. Expect more DLC from Square Enix games. Yeah. I still got more for you. I still have more for you. All right. Oblivion 5th anniversary comes with trophies. All right. Also, contents that are left out of this Oblivion 5th anniversary. Fighter Stronghold, Horse Armor Pack, Mezerin's Raider, Ori, Spelltomes, Thieves' Den, Vile Lair, which makes being a vampire bearable, and Wizard's Tower. There's I have a image from Amazon where you can look on the back of the box and it shows you everything it comes with. All right? So understand this, guys. They're still milking us. How about this? How about you just give us a full fucking game? Seriously, I cannot wait for the day that hackers decide to just knock all you guys out the box with these online passes and DLC. Seriously, give us a full fucking game. See, you're using us. You're using us for your own merit, and we're being exploited. This is horrible. This is horrible. And the thing is, you think, earlier this week, I was defending the gaming industry, and then the gaming industry does this shit and pretty much stabs us in the back again. Seriously, they don't give a shit about us. But you know what? We'll take a break. Let's take a break. Seriously, let's take a fucking break. I have a nice video that I saw not too long ago. I think that it was very worthy of putting on the show. It's a standalone title. It's not a sequel. It's not canon. Guys, check this out. Blood Ring. have to say, that game looks amazing. I mean, the art style is a hell of a lot better than what it was. I mean, this game has an old Castlevania style type feel to it. I'm definitely trying that game out, all right? But we've got some news to get into. Capcom. Oh my God, Capcom. I love doing this part. Capcom. Look, we should just take Capcom Ninja Theory, and we should just put them on as a road comedy act. So every time they say something, we can just laugh at them week in, week out at this point, all right? Look, Capcom. Optimistic about PS3 sales this year. Now, wait a minute. Last week, you just came out and said you were mad that the PSN was down, that you were losing money, this, that, and the third. Then I exposed you and showed your fiscal year figures, and everything was fine. All of a sudden, now it's, oh yeah, it's great. PS3, we're going to do great this year. You have to be kidding me, Capcom. Like, you don't know what you flip-flop so much, it's ridiculous. But let's move on, because I have E3 news for you guys with Devil May Cry. That's right. You guys have been asking me. I'll give you the news. So we're going to do a rundown here. First off, Capcom. It says, keep E3 expectations in check, but Devil May Cry, a maybe. That's what it says. Now look, we're going to get to the history of this real quick, all right? We knew at Captivate, they had screamed from the rooftops before Captivate that they were going to show gameplay of Devil May Cry, all right? They didn't show up. And then when we were asked why they didn't show up, they said, oh, it was because of the earthquakes. And people were like, the fuck, there were other Japanese companies there. Plus, Ninja Theory was supposed to show something, and they're based out in Europe. So that made no sense, all right? They used it as an excuse, all right? Let's just get that straight real quick, all right? Then afterwards, we had to hear about the whole PR problem, you know, the whole PR stunt where Capcom employees, the PR guys were saying, well, we played Devil May Cry, and it's on par with Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 3, and it's going to be amazing, all right? You guys set this hype. You guys did. You guys came out and said that you were coming out and that it was going to be 90. You were going for 90s, and that the old Dante was a thing of the past, and you know he was outdated, so you had to bring up a new Dante, and that this game is you're going to win Best in Show at E3, and you set all of this hype. Now you're telling people to lower their expectations because you can't match the hype. That's what it is. You set this, and then let's get something straight here. When it comes to winning Best in Show, we all had a great laugh about that, did we not? Well, for those who say that Devil May Cry will not be at E3, they're lying. Capcom is lying, all right? Because Capcom has issued a statement. It says, Capcom needs you, the fans. Yes, the very same fans that they called you sheep, they called you stupid, they laughed at you. They need you to vote for them to win E3 Best in Show. Link in the info bar, all right? Now, it says, to win, Capcom must receive the most hype about their games through Facebook and Twitter. Winners will be announced at the show. Alright. Now look, with some of these responses already, people have already voted for them. Idiots already voted for them. So you let them talk about you and call you all types of, and all the fans don't know what they want, and we're going to do it our way, and this, and we're supposed to cater to them. But then when the fans complain they don't like it, we're sheep and this, that, and third. Now you need our help. Fuck you. You need our help. Fuck you. Alright? You can't do it on your own, and you're starting to learn that. That's what it is. I'm telling you, they just make statement after statement. It's ridiculous. It really is. But guys, we're going to move on, all right? I got some Konami news for you guys. Kojima apparently is upset. He's been, as of late, I've been giving you guys a lot of Kojima news. That's because he's been going on these tangents on his Twitter, apparently, and they've been translated by his staff. He's just, I don't understand it. He goes on to talk about how he spent the year preparing for this new game, and now it's all become meaningless. He won't say what. We knew that he was making some game, some taboo game. We don't know what's going on here, all right? We don't know. I don't know what he's thinking at this point. I mean, hopefully Kojima gets over whatever it is, and we'll get some more news. Because right now, Kojima is like the only guy who really steps up and says something these days, all right? Also, Metal Gear Solid Rising news. Raiden voice actor is unsure about reprising his role in Metal Gear Solid Rising. It says, I have no answers, I have no idea, I have not been approached in any way, shape, or form. There has been no communication, there has been no information, and I don't know what's going on. I've tried to make efforts to find out what's happening and have not been able to get any answers at all. There is also talk about, about David Hayter, about him not playing the voice of Snake. So, just saying that alone confirms Snake will be in the game in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Just letting you guys know that. Now, also, in more Konami news, alright, Konami announces a game, Birds of Steel. It's kind of a World War II shooting game, flying game, sort of like World 5 scenes, sort of like Warhawk, alright? Now look, the one thing I have to say to you, Konami, this is simple. Fuck Birds of Steel. Come back to me and talk to me when you got Blades of Steel ready for me. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, now we're going to keep moving, because I got some Ninja Gaiden 3 news for you guys. Ninja Gaiden 3 details, actually. 60 frames per second, 8-player multi-co-op versus mode, alright? Yeah, so Blood is back. Difficulty level won't be toned down for casual gamers, which kind of goes against their original report that I did, was it a couple weeks ago or about a month ago. There will be both competitive and cooperative modes. One or both will support up to 8 players. The store is gone. Weapons will upgrade over time. Greater emphasis on Ryu's story. No other playable characters are planned yet. It says it may feature move support. Just letting you guys know that, all right? Now, we're going to keep moving, all right? Modern Warfare 3. Possibly banned in the UK for, apparently there's some type of reenactment of the London bombings in the train. I don't know, all right? Also, other games that are banned, all right? Dead or Alive is banned in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, which is kind of weird because they're saying it's too graphic with the women. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden are known big-time porn watchers. I mean, seriously, and producers. How can you sit here and... Come on, you have to be kidding me. How can you sit here and ban a game when you have porn pretty much on TV at any given time? I mean, come on, all right? Also, PSP classics are coming to PS3. They've already announced, and it's all going to be in HD, they've already announced Monster Hunter Portable 3rd will be coming first. That's how you start your lineup. I'm happy about that. Let's keep going. In great news, I have some bad news for you guys too. In great news, Uncharted director, that's right, David O. Russell leaves the project because of creative differences. Apparently, like I said, he wanted to do it his way, which no one liked. And now, because there's some people stepping in, he's just going to walk. Well, you know if the director's going to walk, then the star's going to walk. That means Wahlberg's going to walk. And if Wahlberg walks, you know what that means? De Niro and Pesci are going to walk. Maybe it's best they just cancel this whole fucking movie altogether and we can get a CG movie because that's where everything's at right now. The CG movies, video game movies, are killing the live-action video game movies. They're just destroying them left and right. All right? And also, it's some sad news, guys. I have to report... Marvel MMO. Oh, also, before I get started, speaking of more MMOs, before I get to the Marvel MMO, Square Enix is coming out with another MMO. All right, just letting you know this. They're also coming out, they're going to try to make 2 or 3 MMOs and try to handle all of them at the same time. This is on top of Final Fantasy 14. All right, new link is in the info bar for that as well. Marvel MMO, guys, it will not be coming to PS3. No. It's not coming to PS3. There's a possibility it'll go to Xbox Live or to the Wii. It's already set for PC. Why is this happening? Can you take a guess? Because of DC Universe. Why? Because Sony produced DC Universe. They don't want 2 comic MMOs going up against each other. They already own that market. So they don't want a Marvel MMO that's free to play to go up against DCUO that's pay to play. They don't want that. So you will not get this because of SOE once again. All right? Understand that, because that Marvel, it will put DCUO out of business. That's what it'll do. All right, guys. Look, understand. I want to say this. This is why we don't have Guild Wars on the PS3. It's most MMOs that are on the PS3 that are free or even close to being free. Like I said, Final Fantasy 11 at the time, that was PS2. That was different. All right, but all the games MMO wise that are on the PS3 are made by who? Sony. They're made by Sony. They don't want competition. So we're not going to see Guild Wars. And they had a contract at one point. Was it what NC saw for someone? They had a contract, and then for some reason it just disappeared. I don't know what happened. All right? But you won't see that many MMOs coming to the PS3 now unless it's produced by Sony or they have some type of deal. All right? Maybe it's a genre thing. We don't know. All right? Since, they don't want, like I said, they don't want 2 superhero games going up against each other. So that really kills it. They're trying to ensure that DCUO survives, even though they've made every wrong move in this process. I don't know, guys. Personally, if the Marvel MMO comes out for the Wii or the Xbox or PC, I'll try it on there. I don't need Sony. All right? Like I said, I'm a gamer. I'll go wherever the games are, and you should too. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm out.
始めようぜ、アイザン。行くぜ。これが真の絶望の姿だ。弱砲雷光弁。ずいぶん遅かったじゃねえか。
見誤るなよ俺たちの力を放流せず食らえ
格の違いを知るがいい。千年桜影内
指揮しろ
僕を本気にさせたようだね。
シュプレンガーハクレン食らえさっとこんなもんだ
骨が折れるよ。
てめえを倒すぜ
そろそろ終わりにしよう。